And just like that, bam, we're live. JR Howell, hi.
Hello.
See any monkeys today?
Monkeys?
Monkeys.
Just my kids.
Today, you're in one of the Carolinas, right? I already forgot.
South, yep.
Nope, that's Trump legal problems. Live call-in. Shit, what is this? Democrats waking. Shit, where's my? Oh, great. What? Oh, rogue overview. Well, shit. Where's my notes? Damn, I thought I was going to be so clever. I saw a story just now this morning. Oh, Rogue Games. There it is. Come on, baby. That 40 monkeys got loose in your state. You didn't see that?
No.
I wonder why this isn't popping up.
Where?
I'll pull it up on my phone. South Carolina. 40 monkeys. And it's not the first time that they've gotten out. It won't even work on here. I wonder what's going on. All right, we'll pass on the monkey story. One last shot, baby. One last shot. Road Games, there it is. South Carolina. Oh, I need to apologize, or at least make a correction. This morning I referred to Ben Massey as a chubby gay guy. And later on afterwards, I looked him up. He's the CEO of RAD. Yeah, he's not pudgy at all. He wasn't in the pictures I saw him. He's all yoked and buff and shit. So
yeah, super fit.
Yeah, he's super duper fit. He looks super fit. So I want to at least correct that. Monkeys escape medical research lab for the 4th time. Over 40 are currently loose.
Where is this?
This is in South Carolina.
I know
43
where.
monkeys escaped from a compound used for medical research in South Carolina, but the nearby police chief said there's almost no danger to the public. It marks the 4th time since 2014 that primates have escaped the facility. Dozens escaped recently in 2018. They are not infected and diseased whatsoever. They are harmless and a little skittish. Yamasa Police Chief Gregory, you know that place? Yamasi?
Yamasi.
Yemassee. Yamasi. Is that close to your house?
Sounds Native American.
Do you know the county?
No. Never heard of it.
Anyway, that would be cool if a monkey made a guest appearance on the show today. The 2018 federal officials fined Alpha Genesis $12,600 after a dozen of the primates escaped, as well for an incident that left a few others without water and other problems regarding how the monkeys were housed. I wonder who gets that $12,000 when you find someone for failure to take care of your monkeys good. Who gets that money?
That's a good question.
It looks like it's just going to be me and JR today. Well, that's easy.
Yeah, buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a show full of opinions and emotion and,
and labia slapping.
John's not here, so we can't do that.
Crazy. Oh. Wow. God, today's been crazy on social media, hasn't it?
I've tried to stay away from it. I'm sure it has, though.
Oh, dude, there's some fucking hilarious shit. Oh, my goodness. There's women out there who, if they didn't like the way their husband voted, they say they're not going to give up the puss for 4 years until the next election. Are you in any precarious situation like that?
So, like, only 4 more times than they probably already don't.
Right. Yes, JR with a joke. It's going to be a crazy week. We're getting the schedule refined. I went over the barbell spin. Thank you to Brian Spin of the barbell spin. He does have a different last name. It's crazy. Every once in a while, I try to ask someone what it is, but it's crazy. The article is called the 2024 Rogue Invitational CrossFit event schedule. All the shows, I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, JR, if I say anything wrong here, but what I do believe that what's happening you'll go down here to the schedule, and these are the Eastern Standard Times. And I do believe Spin and Tyler and John will be live during the shows. So 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, they will be live to 9:38. So on one screen, you could have the Rogue Invitational. On the other screen, you could have these guys commentating. I also encourage you to buy the premium cast from Rogue. And then they'll do the same for event 2 and event 3. But soon as they go off the air at 9:38 Eastern Standard Time, this show will come on. Hopefully going to have a whole hodgepodge of guys. Maybe we'll even get Bill Leahy on the show. Sounds like Hiller's going to be spending some time with Leahy, so I always send Hiller a link. So maybe we'll get both of them. Sounds like Chase, Bill Grundler. Of course, I'll invite Spin, John, Tyler on. So it'll be fun. They're going to be crazy early mornings. So basically, if you're on the West Coast and you want to watch this thing, you got to start watching at 4:30 a.m., which is what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then the schedule goes on, and we'll keep refining the schedule. There are some rumblings that this Sunday schedule is off by an hour, but I'm sure Brian will, fix it as it gets updated. Before we start, let's head over to the Rogue Invitational Instagram. Anything on? Have you been paying close attention to that at all, JR, today?
No, I haven't seen anything from it today. I saw a few of the athletes' stories. The venue looks insane. Looks incredible.
Yeah. Brand new venue over there in Scotland. We got Vellner, Mitchell Pooper, and Laura Horvath. Let's see what they have to say here.
All right, Pat. Who are your Canadian sports idols, and who did you grow up watching in sports that inspired you?
Canadian sports idols. I was a gymnast for a long time, and earlier in my
okay, if you want to watch that, you can see that. They got the strongman competition. Oh, I think John and Spin and Tyler are also going to cover Strong Woman.
They are. Yeah, that's what John said.
And they know nothing about Strong Woman, right?
Correct.
So that should be absolutely a blast. That's going to be pretty funny. That should be a good, comedy show. Also, make sure you download the Heat 1 app. That's Tyler's. Oh, look, there's John right there. Hey, how long have you been there?
Like 8 minutes, man.
Sorry. Jesus.
No, I got it. It was like 30 seconds.
Make sure you download the Heat 1 app. We're going to give you choices today of our picks of the top 3 boys. And then also, John, is the Strong Woman before? Is the Strong Woman before or after?
Yes, sir. No, it's before. We will be up at 3:55 a.m. sharp.
Central time. That's your time.
Yep, 3:55 Central. I got my alarm for 3:53. And we're gonna rock it.
Wow, crazy.
I'm gonna watch.
John, do you eat upon awakening? Like, will you go to turn on your computer and just be like, dude, I need like a Bavita breakfast cookie. I see you eating those, or like maybe an oatmeal cream pie, some goldfish.
No, I'm actually a bit of an intermittent faster. I don't eat anything until 11:30.
Enchilada 11.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably what it is. But I drink my pre-workout every morning to wake up no matter what. Like, I drink my pre-workout on the way to church. I've never drinking coffee in my life. So every morning it's just my pre-workout.
I know you and Hiller were like the same.
Does he do that as well?
Which is what?
NO Explode, 2 scoops, I think, every morning since he was like 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you do, NO Explode, John?
No, I'm on the Jocko Fuel right now.
Okay. 3:53 a.m. Central Time. That is correct.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I'm going to watch some big women lift some big things, and it's going to be fun.
And make some big sounds. Okay, so this is your team you'll be watching tomorrow.
Yep. Man,
do you know what the first event is?
A deadlift ladder. The only event that they can actually lift more than me. So that should be fun. That's the first one we started off with.
What's crazy is you're going to know all these ladies' names and kind of have some like intimate like insight into them. You're doing a 3-day, intensive.
I actually have a comment saved from each one of these women.
Oh, about you?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Wow. And you'll be pulling those up throughout the 3 days?
I doubt it, but just, I might have some.
What's the most memorable one? off the top of your head?
The most memorable one was from Oberst. She's not in here, but she was there last year. It was just very detailed and very long, and played on my looks a little bit. But
dude, you gotta read those. What? Tell me what. Let me test you on some just basic questions about strong.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the age range from youngest to oldest? Not which one, but what's the age range of these ladies?
24 to 39.
Wow. That guarantees you a C, just knowing that. Okay. I'm gonna give you 3 questions. Number 2, is
that correct?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
You made it sound like you did some research and you knew who the youngest was.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, you're back down to an F.
Hold on. What if I'm right though?
Yeah. I mean, and I would give you a 2-year. I would give you 2-year plus or minus on either end too.
I bet it's around that.
I would let you go 20 anywhere between 22 and 41. Okay. Is last year's champ in the mix?
Yes.
Wow. And for bonus points to make up for that last question, do you know who it is?
I know Angelica Yardine is up there. It might be Rebecca Roberts, Lucy, or Angelica Yardine. One of those 3.
Hey John, that's probably. I mean, it could be like Angelica, or it could be just Angelica. How are you saying her first name? Angelica?
Angelica, yeah.
It's probably not that. It's probably not that.
Listen. This is top.
That sucks when
This is top shelf material that we're gonna get on the Spincast.
Hopefully, someone will correct you right away, so you just don't butcher names.
No, I'm gonna keep saying it like that. It's just
okay. Okay, now here we go. For the question, you can answer. Tell me who the lightest woman is and how much she weighs, or who the heaviest woman is, or if you give me both, that you'll get a bonus point.
All right, I got I'm gonna go Sam Beliveau is the lightest.
At how much?
At a little bitty girl 210.
Wow, 210. That's the smallest strong woman.
Yeah, she might be lighter than that. 185.
Okay.
185 to 210.
And how about the heaviest?
Oh, the heaviest, I'm gonna rock with Angelica. And
you think they got a 400 pounder?
Nah, 330.
330. Okay. Well, these will be all things. We'll find out as you periodically pop into the Sevon pre and post shows. You can tell us some of the stats you've learned.
We will. I'm gonna put the hard look on it. It's gonna be good.
Go ahead, JR.
I'm gonna be the leading analyst in strong women by the end of this.
I have no doubts. Were you gonna say something, JR?
No, I'm good.
All right. So if you're awake at 3:53 a.m., you know what's cool about that is you're gonna get a lot of foreign listeners. Because Spin's not usually on at that hour, so it's going to populate in a lot of people.
I had to describe that number.
So here's Chris Spieler. Him and Josh Bridges programmed the event. Spieler was in the 2007, 2008, 2009. He was in the original, I don't know, first 10 games or whatever. Here we go.
1. In one word, it would be the grind. Event number 2, the only word I can think of for this one is pressure. Event number 3, one of my favorites, gut check. Event number 4, gotta have one, classic. Event number 5, I know it's gonna happen, should happen. Only thing I can think of to describe it, unbroken. Event number 6, it's gotta be this way, speed. Event number 7, you guys know it's gonna be here, grip. Event number 8.
Is that the unknown event? Event 6 or 7?
Yes. No, event 6 is, what did he say? Speed?
Yeah, they haven't announced it yet, huh?
All right, no. So I mean, it's probably what we think it is.
A ladder, speed ladder.
Yeah, some kind of that. Yeah, an
Okay,
increasing weight.
Maybe they bring the log back. Maybe it's stones. Maybe it's
can't be one word, but phrase, boulders for shoulders. Event number 9, winner. Because I have a feeling it's going to be tight, and whoever's winning this is likely to win the event.
So that's not really a clue for 9.
What did he say again? Can we?
Wiener.
He
Oh,
just said
winner.
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 That's it.
Yeah.
He basically said whoever wins this event is probably going to win the competition.
That makes me think it's
No.
most
That's not what
likely.
he said. That's not what he said. He said it's going to be close going into it, so he thinks it's going to decide the winner.
Oh, is that what he? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought he said what JR just said.
I thought he was saying that like it would be the best parallel to who does well in the competition. Like
Yeah.
the winner of that
I had to
event
describe
will
it.
Okay, so
probably win the
yesterday you were
competition.
right when we had that problem.
Event number 1, in one
I don't
word,
wanna
it would
listen
be the
through this all
grind.
again.
Event number 2, the only word I can think of for this one is pressure. Event number 3, one of my favorites, gut check. Event number 4, gotta have one, classic. Event number 5, I know it's gonna happen, should happen. Only thing I can think of to describe it, unbroken. Event number 6, it's gotta be this way, speed. Event number 7, you guys know it's gonna be here, grip. Event number 8, can't be one word, but phrase, boulders for shoulders. Event number 9, winner. Because I have a feeling it's going to be tight, and whoever's winning this is likely to win the event.
It's going to be tight.
If I had to just
Whoever wins this is going to win the event.
I think that leans more towards
So
Sevon.
you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Whew, 1-1.
Good job,
Point
Sevon.
out. Thank you. That's very uncommon, I feel like, on this show. Let's see what this is. All right. Little hype of the venue. Okay, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
First off, you know what we got to do?
We're doing tears again.
We'll do tears again. Very popular segment. Whew, lots of energy in that one. Okay, Mitchell. Oh no, oh look, they got the Legends men up here too. Dan Bailey, Tommy Hackenbrook, Ben Smith, Chris Beeler, Miko Salo, Matt Chan, Josh Everett. Oh, the Legends have thinned out a little bit.
I thought they're missing a couple names. No,
Froning's on a bike ride or something, or a hunt or something. Okay, how many tiers do we need for the boys?
okay. You just want to go like tier 1, and then we'll figure out how many tiers.
Okay, yeah,
Is
we can move. We can move them around a little bit.
All right,
tier
I'm
1.
going to say tier 1 is going to be Jeff, Ricky, Dallin, Justin, Pat, Brent, Jason.
Going off of your same can podium.
Can podium, correct.
Adler, Ricky, Dallin, Justin, Pat, Jason.
I know it's a lot bigger than the women, but I think any one of these men can podium.
At any
No-
competition.
No Brent Fikowski.
He did say Brent.
I said Brent.
Oh, okay. You really think no James Sprague?
No James Sprague.
You really think Jason belongs up there?
I think he's the last man there.
Okay. Any issues, JR?
No, I'm going to defer to John on this segment.
I want to put it like this.
Medeiros? No Justin Medeiros.
I said Justin.
He said Justin.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
put it like this. Like Jason was 4th place, had just as good a shot as anybody to podium at the games, tied with Pat Vellner. And the games was, quote, the cardio games, the most cardio we've ever seen at the games, very heavily biased. Rogue, a bit in the opposite direction. And Jason, in my eyes, could still podium at this competition. So if strength bias competition, he could podium. In a cardio bias competition, he could podium. Then I think any competition he deserves to be on the list. Now, Wadapalooza, no shot. JR knows why. But that is why he's the bottom person in that tier. But I still think he belongs in the tier.
Why not Vadapalooza?
He's just going off of his spotting abilities in the water.
Sure.
in the in the in the open water.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Okay. Tier 2.
Tier 2. These would be people that I think can be top 10. And I would say Noah, Sam Quant, Yona Koski, Jay Crouch, and I would put Chandler as the last person in that list.
You don't got BKG.
No.
I would put James there.
Yeah, and James. Yeah, I'd put James there. Thank you, JR. I missed it. I'd put James there as well.
You don't have the Panchik.
Nope.
You don't think Panchik's? You don't think Saxon's a top 10 there?
No. I don't think Saxon's a top 15.
You think Saxon's gonna beat? You think Yona's gonna beat Saxon?
I think they're going to be really close to each other, but yeah, I think Yona's going to beat Saxon.
I was
Okay.
watching a Mayhem video today, and Saxon was saying he just found out, like, from whenever the video was filmed, he just found out like a week and a half ago that he got the invite to Rogue, and that was only like 3 weeks out from travel. So he had just been like working out as affiliate, doing whatever he wanted, working out with the class, and then he found out that he got an invite. So I mean, he's been just trying to get as ready as he can be.
Didn't Happalainen win the first 2 events at the semifinal, first and first?
He won the last event at the
yeah.
semifinal.
Who am I thinking? Who won the first 2 events?
Oldest won the first 2.
Oh,
Oldest.
Get my
Yeah.
Oldest and my
Good,
Henrik.
good pull, JR.
Okay. All right. Tier 3.
Tier 3. These would be deserves to be there, or has earned their right to be there. But I don't expect much of them. And I would say that's Guy, Cornway, Saxon, and Heinrich. Guy is probably at the top of that list because it just really depends on the events for him. I think I predicted Guy to be 10th place at this competition, but it's because I think he has a shot to be top 3 in 3 events. And that's the only reason why. CrossFit Games, I think he's lower than everybody that I said in this tier.
Do you think as a CrossFitter, Guy is better than Saxon?
No.
Mr. Howell?
No, I just think to John's point, when you have the ability to win events, it matters more on a leaderboard.
Okay. So Guy, Cornway, Saxon, Henrik, and then in the 4th tier,
Jorge and Yorgos.
is that everyone?
I think so.
All right.
BKG would be in tier 3. We didn't say him. And BKG, I have no problem if you want to put him in tier 2. I just think he's on his way out. I just think he's on the decline.
You think he's going to the games next year to get number 11?
I think if he wants to, he can. A lot of these guys, when you reach a certain, if you're top 10 in the world, like legitimately top 10 fittest guy, I think you can make the games as long as you want. If freaking Cole Sager can make the games as long as he has, I think however long you want to do it, you can do it.
And so many of those. Sorry, John, go ahead.
You go. You made me lose. I lost where I was.
I thought you were done.
You're good. Go ahead.
From what we've heard about, they're qualifying people directly from the Open, at least to a semifinal, and then from an online semifinal to the games. What's crazy is that if you go back to that list, like there's a handful of people that if they're taking 20 people to the games from online semifinals, like they're making it. Yana, like people like that are
Tudor Magda.
They're just people online that are so good. Noah is amazing at online competition. Like there are guys like that can just in their own gym with their own music around their own people, they can beat everybody. So that'll be really interesting if there are in-person ways to make it to the CrossFit Games and then online ways, how many of those top tier guys can even get in an online competition against some of those other ones.
Is that you guys saw that clip where Froning's like, hey, if the rumblings I'm hearing about the games are true, it's bye-bye to the games. Is he referencing the fact that if you can only get there online, that the integrity of the competition has been compromised? Is that what he's referencing?
I have to imagine he is referencing the fact that we are going to send people to the CrossFit Games without competing in person at all. Maybe not that is the only way to get there, but that if that's like 50% of the way to get there, that's just not the best decision.
And if I were to tell you that's not a big deal, who cares? Yours is like, no, actually, it does matter. And you would point to people like Noah.
I know, no, Noah's fine, but I would point to people like Tudor. Like there are people who are there, or somebody like Lefteris Theophanitis. You remember him, Sevon? You loved him. You loved that little Greek roided up guy. You remember that guy?
No, but I love the.
I remember 2019. He made it from Greece, and you just would not stop talking about his Instagram because he looked crazy on Instagram. And every online thing he ever did, he was first or second. He beat BKG. He beat Lazar Dukic. He beat all these guys that are like actually good. And then you get him in real competition, and he's nothing. And like you get people like that, and I think. Like, the Noahs of the world, they're fine. The Yonakosis of the world, they're fine. They've shown at the games that they are the fittest people in the world. The Left Harrises is who I have a problem with because they're trash. And when you can send people like that to the games and then they're going to get 38th place for whatever reason, either they're on drugs and they can't do them anymore, or they can't compete, or they've cheated and their wall ball's 14 instead of 20 pounds because you have no way of knowing if that's true or not. You know what I mean? And those people will make it. There's going to be like just 4 or 5 of them, and it's going to be really obvious when you're in person.
You think
I have a problem with those people.
You think there's that kind of cheating going on?
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's very obvious when they get to in person.
No cheating. Americans don't cheat. Individual event 1, 10 rounds, sandbag carry, 400 meter run. Oh, we have a picture. We got a picture of the sandbags, right?
Oh yeah.
Are they shaped like Scotland?
I heard it's like every bag you could think of.
I'm so excited to show you guys this. I had a unnamed source send this.
Teresa said I put you down. Did I put you down? I didn't think I put you down.
I didn't hear it. If you did, but people would tell me that Brian put me down all the time. I didn't hear that either.
So there's a drag bag at the front. That's one of the drag bags that they used last year at the very end of that ruck.
This?
Yep.
So are you suggesting when you call it a drag bag, are you suggesting that thing is so heavy that it's going to have to be drug?
No, they make you. It's a handle.
I think that's probably going to be one of the lighter ones, not the heavier ones. I don't know. We'll see.
So JR, you said you had to carry bags.
If you look, they're 10 there, I believe.
6 rounds.
You have to carry a bag every round. You only have to wear your ruck for 4 of the
Okay.
rounds.
Okay. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this a bag, you think?
Yeah, that is.
That looks like a duffel bag. That looks like someone's gear bag.
Yeah, I think there's a handle on each like end cap too, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, what if there is a bag that's so heavy you can't carry it? That would be an interesting.
Yeah. Or you can move any of them however you want. So you can drag any of them if you want. Like the Jerry bags, I think have to be carried individually. So if you look at the Jerry bags, there's a Husafel in between them.
Okay.
So people are going to have to single arm farmer carry that, or they're going to have to do like a duck walk, like they do in strongman, or they're going to have to.
I guess you could put it on your shoulder.
Yeah, maybe put it up on your shoulder and carry it. Yeah.
I wish they had the maybe not Randy, but like you can name like a William, like just a dummy like Randy. You know what I'm saying, JR? Like that would be a good one because people struggle with that, and like Cole Sager, I think, like moved faster than everybody. Like you would get an advantage on that implement. And I like that. I wish they had something like that.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what athlete that is right there?
No clue.
That is Taylor Howe.
All right.
Is it?
I don't know. I would love to see, I would love to see someone will tell us in the chat. I would love to see the briefing. I would love to hear the briefing for this. I guess the commentators will let us know. But it'd be very interesting to see what rules there are. Can you throw it, drag it, put it on your shoulder? I mean, for all we know, with those jerry can bags, they're going to make you carry it by the side. Who knows?
And how far it is. Like, I want to know how far each carry is. Like, is it from one side of that huge field all the way to the other? Is it just?
I hope it's down and back
section. Yeah.
All right. The workout, guys. It's right here. Individual event 1. Pull out your Heat 1 app now. The quicksand, 10 rounds. A sandbag carry. We don't know the distance, and then a 400-meter run, 10 rounds. Top 3.
Jeff, Ricky, Jason.
JR.
Who'd you pick? Same?
Jeff.
Broken clock, I guess I am.
Did you see my last place picks too?
Who do you got, John?
I couldn't even read your screen.
Oh, okay. I have Jeff, Ricky, and Jason as well.
In that order?
Yeah. No, he hit it on the head.
Let me take a look here.
I would love it. I would love it if James won, though, because,
I mean, I would pick him for top 5 easily on this.
I think he'll be good. I just think he's going to be. It's hard to beat those guys, but it would make my day if James won that event because the rest of the competition's not going to go very well for him. But as the fittest man in the world,
faith, John.
As the fittest man in the world, like if you won that first event, man, it would be so sweet just to tell the naysayers to F off just for, that event.
Just to tell John Young to F off.
No, stop. I love James.
You don't think 10 rounds is going to be a little much for Mr. Hopper?
Dude, Hopper's going to go great in this. I think the harder, the better for him.
Weighted runs and mindless grunt work like this, it doesn't get a whole lot better for him.
Dude, I did that high rocks with Hopper, and he was very impressive.
Who does Jay Crouch beat Dallin?
No.
Does Justin beat Dallin?
I think they'll be together. I'd probably pick Dallin. But I don't think Justin will be far off that.
And they're doing 2 heats for this, right, John? They're doing 2 heats for this.
I don't know.
I imagine they are, and they're laid out here by rank. So like we can count 10 names, and that's who will be in the second heat. So it looks like they'll be in the same heat.
Can't Yona run?
But with weight, it's a bit different. Anytime you throw on rucks and stuff, he just hasn't been in the mix. He can, but I think the weight hurts him more than others.
And who takes last out of Chandler and Gee?
Chandler's gonna be fine, dude. Chandler's gonna do fine on this workout.
Yeah, Chandler should do well.
You're giving him that special bonus because he's in the military, and you think he wakes up he sleeps with a ruck on?
No,
well, he does have a lot of experience rucking, but yeah.
I think every single time there's been a weighted run or sandbags in the thing, Chandler's been a top 5 person.
Who do you think takes last?
I think I had Caravis taking last.
Behind Guy and Jorge?
Yeah.
All right. Event number 2. That's going to be a fun one to watch. That's exciting.
It will be. I'm really excited to watch number 2.
I was talking about number 1, but yeah, number 2 will be great too. Where is number 2? Individual event 2, the North Sea Tiger, Heat 1 app. Make your picks now. Echo bike, ring muscle ups, 8 squat snatch, 6 shuttle sprints. All
right. I'm going to go first this time because JR went first last time. By the way, Sevon, you did not say your top 3.
Oh, sorry. Ricky, Jason, Adler. Same as you guys, different order.
Okay. I don't hate it. My event 2 is Guy in first, Brent Fikowski, and then Dallin Pepper.
Hmm.
And I have Guy, Dallin, Justin.
I like Justin too.
And you could argue that in this field, Jason's pretty good, but you could argue that in this field, those are also the 3 best shoulder positioning athletes in the field.
What the movements were: the snatch, the muscle up, and the shuttle sprint, and the skier
Echo.
echo.
I look at the workout for the guys, and I just think about the snatching under fatigue, just being really
BKG's
accurate.
probably got better shoulders.
Yeah, his is really good too.
Okay, I got Noah, Jason,
All right.
Dallin.
Noah, Jason, Dallin.
Yep.
I think I could see Noah failing a snatch here.
I'm most concerned about him on the shuttle sprints.
I'm least concerned about the shuttle sprints.
Okay, individual event 3, the last event for tomorrow.
Hold on. Do you think the shuttle sprints are irrelevant? I just think it's going to be really hard to pass somebody if they're ahead of you by half a shuttle
Yeah,
sprint.
and I'm not sure that the squat snatch with that load is really going to juice the legs like if it was 16 at 135 or if like it was just heavier overhead squat. Like I don't know that many people are going to be able to close. Like if you start behind someone on the shuttle, I don't see you passing them. On the shuttle.
I don't either.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe they are 200 feet, down and 200 feet back. Like who knows? The
Even
distance,
then, you
but
just kind of get stuck in your wherever you are, with that.
I hope some people get like I hope someone like Jason who's just really fast, like in a sprint, or Ricky. I hope they hawk down a couple guys.
I
mean,
think
that'd
the
be cool.
answer for you, John, is there's not a lot of guys who can take advantage of it, and so JR just pointed out the 2 guys who could. For most guys, it probably is irrelevant, but not for Ricky and Jason.
We'll see.
Maybe even Adler. How fast is Saxon? Fast?
Saxon is fast.
Like his brother?
Yeah,
Noah's
Saxon's fast.
Noah's a pretty good sprinter.
Noah's fast.
Hey, and Saxon can snatch.
He can.
John's just thinking he's going to get off the Echo bike 5 cows behind everybody.
I know that he'll get off the Echo bike 5 cows behind everybody.
Individual event 3, 8-6-4-2 wall walk complex, and then back squat at 375. It ends up being 16 handstand push-ups, then 12, then 8, then 4. I think this one is going to be a complete shit show for some people. I think this one's harder to pick than you think.
This might be my favorite event. And not because it would be my best event. Honestly, the wall walks make it not great, like a great event for me. But I just think it's so... I agree with Sevon. I just think a lot of people are going to get effed up in a way that they might not have saw.
What happens?
Yeah, this is kind of
what
like
happens?
this is kind of like a specialist workout, really. I mean, it is like especially the complex for that many reps. Like there are some people you just know it doesn't matter how much they pace it, doesn't matter how well they squat, they just are not going to be able to go through the complexes as fast.
And I think the wall walk complex is much more important than the back squat. And the back squat like screams at you, right? And people see that. But I think the wall walk complex is far more important.
I agree.
Shall I go first?
Yeah,
Sure.
Noah.
Oh, wow.
Jay. And Jeff Adler. What before you guys go, what happens if you drop the bar? You have to fucking weight it, clean it, get it back up on the rack.
I think that's what they've done the last 2 years, is that you have to take weight off and then clean it and put it back up.
Good night, Heidi.
Okay, I'll go next. And my third place, I'm taking a little bit of a risk. I don't believe in it at all, but that's who I'm rocking with. I think who I picked for last place is more likely to come true than who I picked for third, but this is what I'm rocking with. So number 1, I picked Jeff. Number 2, I picked Justin. Number 3, I went with Guy. I just don't know if it's too much fitness.
For Guy?
Yeah.
JR.
So I have a mixture of you guys. I have Noah, Sam, and Guy. So I think this could be an event that Sam could crush for sure. He's
Quant?
Yeah, no, Cornway. He's a good squatter, and he's really good at pressing. I mean, I think I think he'll do really well on this. And I have Guy third also. And I think this is a kind of workout that Noah will come out really, really hot on, and like he normally does, but I think no one will be able to catch him. Like I could definitely see him doing that.
Why not Jay Crouch? Crazy strong, strength to weight ratio, small guy, shouldn't have any problems crushing the handstand, wall walk.
Yeah, I could see him doing well too.
Jay's not a bad pick.
That's the hard thing about this field and these events, especially the ones like this that are probably going to be pretty tight. You can pick a couple handfuls of guys and not have a bad pick.
Saxon, Yonikoski.
I don't believe in those two people. So every time you ask those two people, I straight up just don't believe in them.
Right. You're not going to be shocked if Yona finishes top 3, but you just can't put your. There's so many inconsistencies. You just can't put your money there.
I'm never going to predict him to do well unless it's a swim.
Right. Ouch.
The game's just different.
Let me ask you this. What about Justin? Is Justin falling into that?
No, I picked Justin to be second place in the competition.
And he won his semifinal last year.
Justin did?
Yeah, right? Didn't he?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So he's shown that he's capable of being still a winner.
Yeah, and I mean, like Justin's calling card is his execution. And I know it's wavered. It's not as perfect record as it used to be, but I still think he executes workouts to his fullest ability better than just about everybody else. Dallin's also very, very good. But and I think a lot of these workouts are how good do you execute? And I just think he's better at that than everybody else. And a lot of these workouts are stuff that he is good at. And if it's stuff he's good at with the execution, I just think that he's going to do really, really, really well. And he's always done really good at Rogue. The only times he did Rogue, he won both times, 2022, 2023. And it's because of what I just said.
And out of Brent, Ricky, and Pat, and anyone else you want to throw in there, is this a damage control workout? And by that, I mean they have to make sure that they don't do a squat that they fail, that they don't overcommit on the handstand push-ups, that they know they can't win it, but they could lose the competition because of it? Is that fair?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think those three guys, I don't know if they can push this workout. Well, like they need to be smart about it. And more about the wall walk handstand push-up than anything. I think they're all going to be fine in the squats. No, they're not Jeff Adler, but I think they're all going to be fine in the squats. But all three of those guys have failed in a miraculous way. And you just you can't do that. So they're going to be smart about it.
If you do these first 8 back squats unbroken, do you know then that you can do the rest of them unbroken because it's a descending ladder?
For the most part.
JR?
Yeah, for sure. I was just going to say the thing that people need to take into consideration is the break that they're going to get between the first 16 wall-facing handstand push-ups and 8 wall walks, and then the next 6 and 12 is not going to be a long time. because they're going to go to the bar and they're going to rack and they're going to squat 8 times, regardless if they take a big breath at the top or not. They're going to be right back on the wall before you know it. So that in 14 of the 20 wall walks and 28 of the 40 handstand push-ups are right there in the beginning of the workout. So the opportunity to blow up is right there waiting for you.
So what you're saying is if you have to take a break on those back squats, you shouldn't feel bad, because that's just, well, especially after your first set of wall walks, you shouldn't feel bad because that's just time to give your shoulders time to recover.
It's more just like, what are you hurrying up for, to go back over to the wall and lay there after the first 2 complexes? Like, that's one of those things.
This is a, go ahead, JR. Sorry.
No, you're good. I know people look at event 2 as high stakes, pressure, execution. Event 3 is too. Event 3 is too. You have to be very, very aware of how quick is too quick as far as going up into your next wall walk, because you don't want to do a wall walk and not get the 2 reps. You don't never want to do a wall walk and get 1 and then fail, because then you've wasted a handstand push up, you've wasted a wall walk, and you failed a rep. So now you're pretty much done.
I put it like this, Sevon. I'm pretty good at handstand push-ups, and I did 8 wall walks with 2 handstand push-ups. I did 8 of these complexes at the gym, and had 3 sets. Like, I was going to do the event because I thought I'd be good at the event, and straight up said, I don't want to do the rest of the event. And then I just stopped and did something else.
Wow.
Because it was a lot more taxing than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be very, very bad at all. Like, it would be fatiguing, but it's stuff I'm good at. I thought I could just go nice and slow and not fail. You know what I mean? And be somewhat quick.
Did you do those first 16 unbroken?
No, I did like 4 and then sat up and shook around a little bit. And then I did 4. And then, then I was like, I'm done. I'm going to go do something else.
Wow. Okay. All right. Good to know. Good little perspective. Okay. Workout number 4. This is day 2. Open up that Heat 1 app. 1,000-meter row, 30 thrusters at 135, 30 log muscle ups, 30 thrusters at 135, 1,000-meter row. Oh boy.
I think JR is first in this one.
So I like
Take your time, JR. No rush.
I like Pat, Ricky, Justin. I like Pat on this one. I think he kind of lays. I think day 1 isn't going to be amazing for him, but he's gonna do well on a few on day 2 and 3.
It's interesting. I have your same people, but a different order. I have Ricky, and then Pat, and then Justin. And I think they're all kind of be together. And I think Ricky's going to finish 3 log muscle ups ahead of them, and then just have, enough of a lead. It just doesn't matter. And it'll be a race on the rower between Pat and Justin, and Pat will outrow.
Who you got, Sevon?
Dallin, Jason,
Solid.
James.
That's sarcasm.
All right.
Is that sarcasm?
Though they might be the 3 worst people at this workout.
They're going to do fantastic on the row. All 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Yeah, they're all 3 kill that row.
They are going to do fantastic on the thrusters. I know you think it's a large range of motion for them, but you also pick Pat, and Pat's got gorilla arms.
You're right. So far, you're right.
And you think that Pat's going to do good on the bar muscle ups because you're stuck in 2012, where Pat's a good gymnast, where really he's just got a couple good gymnastics tricks up his sleeve.
Okay, you're talking about Pat. Tell me about Jason and Dallin and James.
Vellner. They're going to want it more than these other guys. Ricky's going to want it. Justin's going to. You think Justin's execution is going to be good, but I think it's going to fuck up his pacing. He's going to go too slow.
Okay. Do you want to know where Jason finished in the log muscle up workout last year?
And things have changed.
You're right. I heard he's getting tips from a couple people. So he
So
might be.
you think I should switch Jason and James? You think I should put James?
Oh no, I haven't gotten started on James yet. But and listen, Jason might be a lot better at the log muscle ups than he was. I do not put that past him at all. But if you're that bad at it, unless you're Matt Fraser, I just don't see him being at the level that Ricky and Pat are at it. But go ahead and guess what he got last year at the log muscle up workout.
Oh, I don't know.
He was
12th.
19th out of 20, and I'm pretty sure last place was hurt. So the last place person.
What was the what was it in conjunction with? What movement?
Back squats.
Hmm.
Or no, it was skiing and GHD. Let's go the year previous, right? Because there was log muscle up the year previous.
First year was log, ski, GHD, ski, log.
Okay.
Second
year, it doesn't matter. They're the same. He finished the same spot. So back squat, something he's pretty good at. He's back squatted 500. Like he's pretty strong. 19th place out of 20. Let's go the year previous. It's skiing and GHDs. Not the best at GHDs, is the best at skiing. What did he finish in the long muscle up workout? 19th out of 20 place. Hopper has routinely been the worst one
At the log muscle ups.
Period. Now,
it kind of reminds me of Fraser taking last one year in an event and coming back and winning it.
What did Fraser get last in?
And he's HWPO. Wasn't in the sprint event or something?
Yeah, but there's stuff that went into that. What did he get in the sprint event after the year that he did good in the sprint event?
I don't know.
Like 20th place. Now, I don't put it past Hopper to be better. I really don't. I honestly expect him to be better. I just don't expect him to be with the best people.
I do.
JR, is that fair of me to say? Or no?
It sounded very fair. You made a tremendous argument.
It's reasonable. I don't know about the F word, but it's reasonable.
All right. Dallin Pepper, he's only seen it once. Again, I think he might be much improved, but it's hard to pick him with the best people. Last year, he was 14th or 15th or something in the bottom tier of the log muscle up workout. Who's the other guy you said? James Sprague?
Yes.
You know, I have no idea what James Sprague, but if Hopper and Dallin were both bad at it, they're bigger guys. I just don't think James is going to be great at it. So I'm just going to go out on a limb.
Do you think do you think James's feet will hit the ground?
I don't know if it's standardized or not. I don't know.
It was one height in the past, but I think it's tall enough for everyone to get up there.
JR, do you have a log at Crash?
Yeah.
I rest my case.
But it was installed like a day before Jason left, so it's not like he
I
hasn't been doing it all year.
No, I like Pat. Pat's good dude. I saw Pat crying in a video after Trump won. He's a good dude.
In
All
joy
right.
or in not joy?
Did you Trudeau called and congratulated Trump? I thought that was pretty funny. All right. Individual event 5. Look at it. Just lined up right there for us. 3 rope climbs. Burpee with a 100-pound dumbbell. 21 of those. 3 more rope climbs. And then 21 burpees with a 100-pound sear bell. It's a dumbbell with like a monster grip on it. And then 3 more rope climbs. Some people call it the devil's press.
I call it the Jesus swing.
Why?
I just like it better.
That's not blasphemy.
If your lockbox was 666, but you could make it 777, would you?
Yes.
There you go. Let's go to the workout.
5 is for man, 6 is for Satan, 7 is for Sevon. Okay. Here we go. Bunch of snatches with a burpee in it and some rope climbs. You get to use your legs?
As far as we know. Yeah. I think it's to a 20-foot, though. It's to the top of Zeus. I'm interested to see, JR, we might think differently on this one.
Sevon going first.
I can go first.
You want to go ahead and name some people?
Yeah, I have two of my guys lined up already. I got Chandler and Jason. God, I'm gonna go with Guy too. I'm gonna go with Jason. Where's my name? Over here. I'm gonna go with Jason, Guy, and then Chandler.
Okay.
All right. You want me to go next?
Yes.
I got Brent, and then Pat, and then Justin.
I really don't want you to feel bad after this one, John. They're not bad choices. They're fair.
Thank you, Sebo.
You're welcome.
And I got Pat, Brent, Jason.
Okay, cool.
Who's the best rope climber in the group?
Oh, probably Pat, but Brent's right there. The 20-foot, I think, helps Brent. If he can get up there in one less pool, it would benefit him, but I don't know if that balances out.
No, Guy and Jason are the best rope climbers.
I think Pat'll burpee faster than Brent. That's kind of where I'm giving them the edge. I really don't think you can bet against Pat on a workout with burpees, especially not one with burpees and rope climbs. But
I don't disagree.
Why aren't you guys picking Guy? He's the best rope climber. You think he's just going to burn out, and he's a strong moving weight off the ground to his head, over his head?
Why is he the best rope climber?
He just is. I don't fucking know. He just is. He's the most athletic one. He's the most athletic one, and and it's only 3 if he can use his legs. Oh, you guys like all those little tricks Brent does with the rope? They like give him those 1 second advantages.
No, I just think nine of them in a workout with 42 burpees. If grip becomes an issue, I think the most efficient rope climbers are going to do the best. And I think
and they're 920-foot ropes too. It's I know it's not a lot extra, but it's a little bit extra.
Height will probably matter. Yeah.
Who do you think takes last?
Caravis.
Besides him.
Jorge.
Besides him.
Heinrich.
Besides him.
I think Heinrich will do pretty good on this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just look around though. Like he's got to be fitter than these guys.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you, but I don't think he's going to beat Quant. You know what I mean? Like that's who I'm going against right now.
Hey, you think Noah comes out too hot on this one too?
I think this one's going to be kind of hard to come out too hot on. Like you could come out too hot, but like it's short enough that I don't think it would burn you that badly.
You think anyone doesn't dilly-dally in the transitions? You think anyone moves the transitions fast?
I think they'll all move the transitions fast.
I wonder if they're going to do 7 advance, do 7 advance, do 7, and then go back to the rope and then do 7, or if they're going to do 21 in the same spot. So
I would like the 7 advance, make them like carry it and then go into it again.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like a lone wolf out here. And very insecure, all alone. Number 6, final event for day 2.
Yeah.
Be announced.
Number 6, I got Guy, and then Jeff, and then Jason.
Guy, Jeff, Jason, JR.
And I've got Guy and then Jeff and then Heinrich. I'm going to give him some love on this one.
Oh, okay.
So I think if it's something where you have to like throw something or load something, I think his height is going to play a role, and he is good at odd object strength. So if it is an odd object lift, I like his skills there.
I also think he could do good in like a Denny Stone hold or something like something weird like that, But the problem is you got a lot of guys who could be good at that. But he's one of them.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Justin, Chandler, Dallin. Event number 7. I would really like to pick Saxon for something. Did my window close already?
You can pick him for this one.
I think you could pick him for 8.
Individual event 7. Pegboard, skier, GHD, pegboard, skier, GHD, pegboard, skier, GHD, pegboard. 60, 40, 20 on the GHD. Is this just going to be how you lose it on the pegboard? Is this all going to be just about who shits the bed on the pegboard?
No.
Who has the most fuck ups on the pegboard?
No, I kind of think the pegboard might be a wash outside of a few people that are able to either do it with bent arms or able to skip some holes on the way down. But I think GHD cadence and ski pace are going to really come into play. So I'm picking it based on the idea that, hey, most of these guys are going to be pretty similar on the pegboard. So who is the best at that GHD ski combination?
They love this combo, don't they?
Yeah,
They love it.
Who, the programmers at Rogue?
Yeah. I guess Spieler and Josh, because they
did. They did
every
medball GHD ski erg with a hill run 1 year, and then 1 year they did ski erg into GHD back into ski erg.
Well, no, and into the log muscle up.
How do you guys remember
That's
that
what I was
shit?
talking about. Log, ski, GHD, ski log.
None of that shit sticks for me.
Well, there was one guy that was better than everybody at that every single time.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go Justin Chandler J.
I would have picked Jay to win it if he wasn't retarded and put his stuff up online.
I like his comfort level on it. I think if there are people that can separate just because of how efficient they are at that, I'm just gonna go and say that it's him. But I feel really confident about Justin Chandler.
You're picking him based on you think he's going to be better on the pegs.
I think he's one of the few people that can make a difference on the peg. How about that?
And are Adler and Noah just out because they're so goofy learning new shit?
Adler hasn't been the best at the ski GHD combo, period. But I mean, that comes into play, I think, a little bit too. JR, I'm going to help you out a little bit.
Okay, thank you, John.
You should not pick Chandler.
Okay.
Why is he injured?
Is it like a finger issue and hanging from the pegboard or something? Or what?
It's going to be bad.
Okay.
Is he goofy?
You'll see.
I don't know. Okay. I was really just more so. I was so basically what John's saying is, as good as he is at the ski GHD, he's going to make up for that on his lack of prowess on the pegboard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just stick with him, and then if that happens, it happens.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Pat because Vellner's been second on. Well, I guess in the heat.
He
is
really good at it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to spread the love a little bit at least.
I got you.
Throw some names out that I haven't been throwing out.
No, you're better at that than I am. I just want to be right. Justin, Pat, and Dallin is who I'm rocking with.
Justin, Pat, Dallin. So Justin spent a lot of time on the pegboard, wrestler.
Not even that. He's just the best at like what JR said. I agree with. I think the pegboard is going to be, for the most part, negligible. And so Justin is the best one, period, at the GHD ski combo, and mainly just because of GHDs. He's the best GHDer in the world. His speed is better than everybody. So against Vellner.
Better than Colton's?
And Vellner, yeah, better than Colton's. Vellner, who was second in most of those events. Yeah, Taylor could not be in the same category as Justin in GHDs. He's going to love that I said that too. Vellner, who is second place in this combo, most like in both the times that they went against each other, and in the heat. I know Chandler beat him, but he was the heat previous, so it's hard like times wise. But Justin makes up a GHD for every 6 to 7 GHDs that Pat does. So if they did 60 GHDs, Justin would do 10 faster than Pat. Make up 10 reps. That's very significant.
I wonder how Sam does on the pegboard.
Cornway?
Yeah.
He should be good.
Probably pretty good. I mean, I think he's a good pick for this.
I'm going with Saxon, Justin, Sam.
Could you go back to the workout real quick? I just want to point something out to like the listeners, and as we're talking about maybe the pegboard not playing as major of a role unless you're really, really, really good at it or really poor at it. The order of this really does matter, of these movements. If they would have done pegboard, GHD, ski, pegboard, GHD, ski, pegboard, so you had to go from the pull into the pull, it would probably be more of a factor. The fact that the upper body, like the arms, get reprieve during the 60 and the 40 GHD, I think is a big deal. And it's a bigger deal for people that may have been slowed down a lot more on the pegboard.
How about your core just being crushed on that last pegboard? That, like, you might not realize how much core it takes to do a pegboard until you fucking get, because these guys are used to putting their foot on the wall. They're not used to that shit dangling.
Yeah, but what JR is saying is that they're on the pegboard for a long time. Is it 2 or 3?
I think it's 3.
So if it's 3 pegboards across, it's not a fast thing. It's very slow. Like, you're on there 30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah, at least I would say.
And like, that's a long time just to be hanging and doing the pegboard. So what he's saying is, if you skied before the pegboard and now you have the pegboard, it just juices up your forearm, it juices up your grip, and now you got to hang for 30 to 40 seconds. And that would make people wait at the pegs.
I get that, but I think also as people are going to feel it here.
I think so too, for sure. They're
between the pubis and the collarbone or the nipples, they're gonna.
Yeah. I was actually surprised how much midline doing a lateral pegboard was. It was
it's crazy, right? Especially if you're not used to doing, if you
a lot more than you think, because you're trying to keep yourself from swinging too much, and trying to keep yourself from swinging is just tightening your midline.
So you just flexed up the whole time?
Yeah.
Would you just let the swing go then?
I think if you could time it with your moving the pegs, it could help, but it's a lot more grip too, because you're swinging back and forth. So
yeah,
we don't have details on that yet either. I don't think the athletes do either. I'm pretty sure they haven't been briefed on anything other than 1, 2, and 3. So it'll be interesting to see if it is unbroken or fail. Like if you do have to get all the way across.
I can't imagine it's not unbroken.
Yeah.
And if it's not, it should have been.
Oh shit! Event 9 is taking something off the ground again.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, look there's nothing coming off the ground in event.
It's really
7.
just snatch, devil press,
or 8,
and probably 6. Yeah.
So event 9 is going to be something crazy off the ground.
Well, I mean, we speculated it's going to be a barbell cycling workout, probably in cleaning, jerking.
Do you think any chance they'll introduce something new? Okay, we'll get there in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself.
So.
Event 8, 3 rounds. The heavy jump rope double unders. And what do they mean by heavy? How heavy is that?
I think the handles are a pound each.
Okay. And a thicker rope.
It is a little. It is a thicker cable. Yeah, I think it's a weighted. I think it's a weighted cable and a weighted handle.
And do the boys do this unbroken? All 3 rounds?
I'd be impressed if someone did 3 rounds of.
I bet somebody does.
The double unders unbroken, but I'm sure they will.
It will be hard. Not everybody will.
Yeah.
Like it will be. The rope is the main part of this workout. Obviously, handstand walk speed, but it's made on the rope.
I agree.
And then you got to get 100-pound crazy strongman looking dumbbell, right? It looks like it's out of the cartoons. That sear bell looks like something Popeye would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the handle is like a regular handle, but the heads of it are huge.
100 pounds. They got to walk 50 feet, lunge 50 feet with it over their head, and then 100 feet of handstand walk. You know, I think it would be a better finish if the when the lunges come at the end, but we'll discuss that in a second. Okay, 3 rounds of that. I always like a lunge race at the end. Can't think of a bad event.
Yeah. You got lunges, you got carry, you got some kind of a sled push, and then I think you got handstand walk. I think all those, anything where you're moving your body or you're moving something down a field is probably the best way to do it.
I feel like the guys have gotten so good at handstand walk that the suspense is like slowly leaving it.
I got you. So like if it was 100-foot unbroken requirement, there might be a little bit of suspense.
That's a lot, dude. every
No,
time.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying, to Sevon's point, if there was something where there was some risk involved, it might create more of a race at the end.
You want me to go first in this one?
Yes.
I got Dallin, Ricky, Brent. Hold your applause.
You know what's interesting about putting Ricky? They're going to win for they're going to do well in this for different reasons. The thing with Ricky is he's willing to hold on probably till his arm falls off.
Yeah, and I know Ricky's a very fast handstand walker, and I like the fact that I think Brent and Dallin are going to get a little bit ahead of people in the lunge because it's 50 feet. You know, it's not. I just think they're gonna. You know, Brent always catches people on the lunge. Always. Even it might wait to the last round before you see it, but he lunges better, especially under fatigue, than most people. And it's hard to realize unless you're just watching the last bit of a lunge to the finish. But he always ends up chipping like 3 people during the lunge. And I think Dallin is extremely good jump roper. I think Sam Quant is a good dark horse for this because he's also an extremely good jump roper with the heavy rope. But yeah, I'm rocking with Dallin, Ricky, and Brent.
Chandler's going to get time capped on this, huh?
It's not going to be one of his better events. I'm going to answer Sarah's comment while the silence is deafening. Sarah, we're going to go live on the Spincast at 3:55 a.m. 3:55 a.m. Central Time. So I don't know what that is for you, but Central Time, 3:55 a.m. We're going to go live. We're going to cover the strong women, and then we're going to take a break, and then we'll cover CrossFit at around 8.
And then Sarah, I'm going to go live tomorrow at 6:45 a.m. here for the post shows. Then at 7 a.m. we're going to take a little break. Bear Hanlon's coming on to make an announcement from Born Primitive, and then we have an 8:40 show and a 12:20 show tomorrow. 6:45, 8:40, 12:20. Whew. Okay. Event number 8. It's got some lunging. It's got some handstand walking. It's got some jump roping.
I like Brent, Dallin, Jason.
I put John's in your in your column. Sorry. Who do you like, JR?
Brent, Dallin, and Jason.
Hmm.
And a lot of that is just because I know how much Zeus double under Jason's done. Like in the last year, it's been crazy. Just how much work he's done with that rope. And he's got good overhead stability. So I think it ultimately this is just going to come down to shoulder stamina, like Chris said.
This event, because it's the second last event, is where some heart is going to have to start showing. And so, we're going to pick James because he has the biggest heart for first, Ricky because he's got the most grit, and Jay because he has the best attitude. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
That was nice.
James, Ricky, Jay. I wish this was event 9. I would be more confident with my picks. Okay, number 9. What do we think it is?
I just think it's barbell cycling of some sort.
You think it's just one movement over and over and over?
I mean, it might be mixed with something, but barbell cycling will be the crux. It's just that's how it's been every single year. And Rogue has not. They've shown a pattern of they're going to repeat things over and over. Like it's not. They don't.
Tell me what they've been at the end. Did they ever do a DT? They did a Grace.
They did heavy Grace, and then they did kind of a mix of Grace with different variations of cleans with double unders in it.
So you think that they could do a couplet?
They could do a whole bunch of things, but barbell cycling will be what makes the workout.
They don't have a hill, right? They don't have a hill this time.
I don't think so.
It's called Crookshanks Mound.
It's called what? Motter Hill.
Crookshanks Mound.
I don't get it.
Edward Crookshanks. He was the king during
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pick number 9.
All right. I got Jeff. Feel very safe with that pick. And then I got Dallin, and then I got Brent. You see a common theme here.
Jeff, Dallin, Brent. Big mistake.
And I'm going to go Jeff, Justin, Dallin.
Jeff, Justin, Dallin. I think you have Dallin and Justin backwards.
And I could see Justin doing really, really well in a lot of these. I think a lot of these workouts, I think Brent will do well. But even if I don't think he'll podium, so I'm our top 3ing the event, but then I just put him there because I want him to do well. It's his last competition.
Yeah, and that's last year they did heavy grace. I'm sorry, 2 years ago they did heavy grace. Last year they did clean variations where they had some squat cleans. Like I could absolutely just see them doing 30 squat clean thrusters at 225, just 30 clusters per time. And when I think about that, I think about Justin because I think it's just about how good of a squatter he is.
Yeah, I mean, Brent would not be the guy.
Because you look at the programming, you have
but they got 60 thrusters.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. But what I'm saying is I don't put it past them to squat again. They're doing 60 thrusters. They're only doing 8 squat snatch. Or is there any other squatting that I'm just forgetting about? Is that it? I think that's it. So for 9 events, only to have 2 squats doesn't feel like enough for me.
It's a squat clean ladder in event 6.
Sure. I mean, it could be a squat in event 6. And then I would love it if event 9 was a non-object. I think that would be really cool if it was something like strongman. I still think
would be amazing to end it on.
Yeah. I still think that there still could be some squatting to come, and it makes me think of Justin.
I really like my picks if it's Atlas Stones. Okay, you have to know who's going to win this event. You have to understand how synchronicity works. And since Dallin's going to win the 2025 CrossFit Games, he has to win this event because it makes that statement. It's like we can look back and be like, oh, shit, he won the last event at Rogue, and he just kept the momentum going. So you got Dallin in first. Then you got Ricky. The problem with Ricky is, can Ricky's body hold up for an entire competition? So probably deserve a second pick in there. And then Jason in third.
I will say if Dallin needs to win to hold his spot on the mountain, if that means anything to him.
The thing with Jason is Jason can show up for game day. And if he sees how Jason works is if he sees Dallin doing well, he thinks he can do well because he looks at Dallin and James, and that's how he calibrates himself. Like so Jason and Dallin think they can win the games because they saw James win the games, and they think they're better than Jason. They think they're better than James.
I don't know if they think they can win the games because they think they're better than James. I think they just think they can win the games.
Well, they think that they're better than James.
Yeah.
They train with them. They're like, what the fuck? This knucklehead won?
Not on that day.
Yeah, exactly.
For all the game day players, you're saying Hopper is a...
And they're mistaken too. But I understand the sentiment. Except Dallin's not mistaken. Dallin, that's the future of the sport. All right. Great show. When will we know more? When will we know the last 2 workouts?
Probably not until the day of. Like they did this last year. They didn't announce the event until after event 4.
I think for 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they might announce event 6 and 9 at the same time, but I remember it was like it wasn't until all the events were over we didn't know what the event was, and then they announced it. Just similar to the CrossFit games, like how Dave does it sometimes.
You got a winner for this event? For Rogue taking home the big bucks?
I do.
Who's that?
It's Jeff Adler.
Adler. JR?
I wouldn't disagree with that. With the workouts that we know, so unless 6 or 9 is something funky, I think is a pretty safe bet.
You got Ricky on the podium?
I don't. Ricky is 4th place for me. I got Jeff, and then I have Justin getting 2nd, and then I have Dallin getting 3rd. And then Ricky, and then Brent, and then Hopper, and then Vellner.
You think Vellner's going to retire?
I think he's going to get 7th place.
JR, who do you got? Adler?
Yeah, that's all I've really thought about. Who I think is going to win. I haven't thought about anything else.
All right, I'm going with Ricky.
I would love to go with Ricky, but I went really hard on Ricky the whole of last year. Like Ricky Garard's going to win the CrossFit Games. I think Ricky Garard's the fittest man in the world, and he's gotten in a habit of just not performing to his potential. Whether he gets hurt, whether he rides a mountain bike, I'm just kind of tired of it's always something, and I'm almost at the point where until he shows me he can, I'm not going to predict him to win competitions like that.
I don't want to say he's in the same category as Yona and Sam Quant. Like he's not quite that unpredictable, but he's showing signs of there's might be some duct tape under the hood holding some shit together.
I mean, Roman's the same way. I was high on Roman the year previous, and they both just don't perform to the high, like what you think their potential could be.
Hey, you think we could see the new Rogue bike at the event?
They have a new bike?
Event 6? Yeah, they just created a bike. Surprised JR hasn't proposed that, or maybe you have.
They already have an Echo bike, so I would be surprised.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be. I would be surprised if they. I thought they could use it on like an event 1 type situation, but when they announced what that was, I didn't think they were going to use it.
No, I don't think Gazan's in the same bucket as Falling Apart. I think Gazan just has some she's a 10 in so many things, and then she got some 8s and 9s mixed in there.
Well, no, I think she's a 6 in a certain thing, and that's all the games tested.
But what I'm saying is she's not falling apart.
No, I think her games placement was solely based on the programming.
How old is Alex?
24.
Yeah, Ricky's what, 30, 31?
28.
28.
No,
So-
he might be 30. Me and Ricky.
Yeah, I thought he was 30, but maybe he's not.
Yeah.
He's got some surgeries under his belt. All right, cool. Guys, what a day. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. We'll be going live at 6:45 a.m. We'll start the coverage. Bear Hanlon will come on at 7 for an announcement. Hopefully, I won't be alone, but maybe I will be. That's 6:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you fill out the Heat 1 app ahead of time. We're still unsure of how Kill Taylor is going to go down this week. I think the prize money this week is $1,500. If you'd like to be a sponsor for Kill Taylor, reach out to me in my DMs or hit Souza up. Probably better to hit Souza up. Never DM the Sevon Podcast Instagram. And if you'd like to see the best coverage in the history of strong woman competition, flip on Rogue, and then turn on the Barbell Spin YouTube channel, and you'll hear John Young, infamous for the Mitchell Hooper run-in. Tyler Watkins and Brian Spin drool over these.
It might just be me and Spin in the morning.
These full-figured women. What time is that for me?
1:55.
Whoo! I would really want to do it with you guys. I think it's going to be so funny.
Well, if there's a later one, we'll come get you, Or if you want to stay awake, you can.
Just stay up all night. I'll be a fucking wreck tomorrow.
Well,
All right. Also, coming in July of 2025, right? Out of Houston, Texas.
yes, sir.
John Young, get ready.
Grid League, watch out.
And John, it sounds like your shoes and some apparel are on their way.
Sweet.
All right.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you guys soon. JR, thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, when is Crucible?
Next
Crescendo.
October.
When's Crescendo?
Yeah, thank you. When's Crescendo?
I don't know yet. I need the powers that be to give me some dates, and then
You need the CrossFit to come out with what they got going on.
Oh,
Yep.
seriously? Is that what you're waiting for?
Yeah, because for teams, like if Crescendo is going to be a tune-up for semifinals, then it needs to be far enough away from semifinals to where teams will still want to come. So like a month out. And if teams are not competing in person for semifinals and they're like going online to the CrossFit games, then I can move it back a little bit and put it a little like in May. So yeah.
And would it be a tune up to the CrossFit games then?
Pretty much. So yeah.
I love the trailer for the new doc. So they'll give a date and then you'll give a date.
Yeah. I mean, I
I
kind of have to do it that way.
did you guys see the trailer for the new documentary?
No.
Did you see it, John?
No.
Oh,
It's
really
talking
good.
the one from 2023.
Yeah, all these people are making fun of it because it's coming out. It's like, what do I fucking care? I don't even remember who won. I'm excited to see it. Do you remember who won?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Oh, is that the one where Roman hurt himself?
Yeah. 1-footed double unders are probably going to make a big appearance.
You're not interested in that? Either of you guys in watching that?
I mean,
I'll
all
watch
that I'll probably watch it, but that stuff plays in a movie in my head anyway. It's just kind of like watching the same movie.
Sevon can't remember who won in the bedroom. Bye-bye.